from modeling, television, films, and now doing these very impactful roles. When you look at your career graph, how does it feel?
Actually look back at my journey, and the other day someone just shared a clip of one of my teachers from the school, and I just went back in some sort of nostalgia that it's almost like a reel playing in your head कि आप कैसे थे as a student.
Switch from romantic to being a scary kidnapper in like a second. Those eyes can turn into something else. Are you enjoying playing grey characters, dark characters?
I don't really define them as grey or dark characters. For me, it's very important to just be on the line and understand the gist of that character. Hi guys, this is Yami Gautam Dhar and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.
Hello guys and welcome to Bollywood Hungama. मेरा नाम है Urmin. Well, today our artist, our celebrity, our amazing star holds a sense of trust, responsibility with the films that she does. क्योंकि आजकल अगर यामी गौतम उस फिल्म में है तो मतलब फिल्म कमाल की होने ही वाली है. Please welcome Yami Gautam Dhar.
Hi Urmin.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
ये नाम अटैच मुझे बड़ा प्यारा लग रहा है एंड ये शादी के बाद हम पहली बार मिल रहे हैं तो ऑफिशियली मुबारका.
Thank you so much. हाँ, almost 2 साल होने को आए, इस साल हो जाएंगे. But the wishes keep coming and who is it hurting? I'm always happy.
But does it feel like different? Any different is that वो कैसा लग रहा है वाली फीलिंग आ रही है कुछ?
कुछ भी नहीं
है ना,
कुछ नहीं. इट्स ऑल मतलब मुझे लगता है बहुत आप चीज़ें आपके दिमाग में होती हैं कि अरे पता नहीं क्या हो जाएगा. अगर आपकी शादी हुई है विद फॉर मी ही इज़ द बेस्ट मैन एंड really nice guy, and I can just go on and the whole interview is going to be about how I feel. But that's the most beautiful
look at
feeling.
you blushing, my
है ना?
god, those साल and
I don't have to spend money at all on blushes. You just talk about him and I'll start blushing. And I think that's what life is, you know.
I think,
you just,
but then this jodi, this Kamal ka, let me call it collaboration because that's the word nowadays. This
Oh.
collaboration that the two of y'all have had.
पता ही नहीं चलता क्या क्या नए नए words आ जाते हैं.
But देखिए, after that there have been such amazing films that you have done. And tell me, do you and Aditya actually sit and discuss roles, films, scripts? घर पे एक माहौल ऐसा होता है?
हाँ बिल्कुल होता है और सिर्फ डिस्कस करते हैं. मैंने उनकी सारी स्क्रिप्ट्स पढ़ी हैं. मेरी एक भी स्क्रिप्ट नहीं पढ़ी, बट वी डिस्कस इट एंड आई हैव नेवर आस्क्ड हिम टू रीड एनी ऑफ माय स्क्रिप्ट्स. और उसमें मज़ा आता है, मतलब स्पेशली जब अगर मैं ऑलरेडी फिल्म का हिस्सा भी हूँ. ऑल दीज फिल्म्स दैट हैव कम आउट दिस ईयर and have done so well. All these scripts, of course, after shooting, I've gone home and I've, you know, Thursday के टाइम तो खैर आधी शूटिंग में मैं शादी नहीं हुई थी और आधी शूट क्लाइमैक्स तक I had gotten married because it was a gap of the other lockdown. तो बिल्कुल डिस्कस करते हैं एंड यू नो आई टेल हिम कि यू नो आज बड़ा अच्छा सीन हुआ, आज मुझे ऐसा लगा. कुछ दिन हो गए जो आपको लगेगा कि मैंने अपनी तरफ से अच्छा किया, बट आई फील कुछ है जो यू थिंक आई एम ओवर थिंकिंग, देन बी लाइक या आई थिंक यू आर, लेट्स हैव सम मील नाउ.
That is so wonderful. It's so nice to get this insight of the two of y'all, and of course क्योंकि दोनों ही इतने फिल्मी हैं, फिल्मी बैकग्राउंड से हैं, it totally helps, you know, understanding each other's work and craft. But Yami, from modeling, television, films, and now doing these very impactful roles, tell us, when you look at your career graph, how does it feel?
Feels really good. It feels really good. And when people talk about success कि अच्छा आपको कैसा लग रहा है, आपको आगे क्या करना है, आगे क्या सोचा है, what does success mean to you? I don't think you can ever measure it, but it's just about, you know, seeing how far you've come. And when I actually look back at my journey, and the other day someone just shared a clip of one of my teachers from the school, from my school that I you know, did my schooling from in Chandigarh. And I just went back in some sort of nostalgia that it's almost like a reel playing in your head कि आप कैसे थे as a student.
कैसे थी आप? How
उस
were you? Were you like
far away? I never thought I'll become an actor.
but extracurricular में?
Not at all. I didn't have that confidence in me. मैं पढ़ाई में बहुत अच्छी थी, extremely obedient, sharp and all those things. But I think I never had that confidence to face public or to hold a public forum, or you know, to even stand with you know, on my feet and on the podium. I didn't have that confidence. That is what I really lacked. even though I knew I had the knowledge, and whoever would be, for example, अगर कुछ co-curricular activity होगी और कुछ debate हो रहा है, and you know the person is putting out the points, ऑडियंस में बैठ के मैं सेम चीज़ें मैं बोल रही हूँ कि हाँ अगर मैं होती ना मैं ऐसा बोलती, मैं भी ऐसे ही बोलती, आई थिंक एक और पॉइंट, बट इफ आई वाज आस्क्ड टू गो अप देयर एंड डू द सेम, नो, आई वुडंट हैव दैट करेज. It's only I think in college or in universities where I got admission after my school, that I started giving these presentations, and I was one of the best speakers. But जैसे ही काम खत्म, हाँ दोबारा वापस अपनी सीट पे आके बैठ के, and I'm this really quiet, reserved person who doesn't want any attention. So that was my background.
Amazing, but it also shows your seriousness in your work then, because in the past few years, and I want to say that after Uri, that entire journey of you selecting roles, and kudos to the fact that you have selected roles where the actor Yami has been more important, and it need not need a male actor to to shine on. Was that a conscious effort?
See, I know this is something I hear a lot, and I know it's a compliment, and I thank you for this. But actually, अगर आप मेरी पहली फिल्म देखें विकी डोनर, तो मेरा attempt तो शुरू से यही था to be a part of films and to do roles which are substantial, which have substance, which are new age, modern, and something जिसमें कुछ performance के लिए हो. और it paid off right in the first film. But what followed was, I think it's a mix of a lot of things. You're also trying to understand the place, and there are a lot of notions, a lot of stereotypes. आपको पता है उर्मिन, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, एंड कहीं ना कहीं उन सब चीज़ों के पीछे आपकी जो खुद की आवाज़ है और जो खुद का एक इंस्टिंक्ट है, या आप क्या करना चाहते हो, वो कहीं ना कहीं गायब हो जाता है. It's all about finding that voice back. There will be challenges. There were, of course, there were times where I was like, I don't know. I never thought it's going to be so difficult, especially with a first film like that, which was not a launch, but enough for someone to understand that this person is here to act, or this person can act and can do good roles. And the public loved me. I think the audience loved me so much.
My mom, my God, इतनी बड़ी fan है यार, सच्ची. She's such a big fan of you.
Please give my love to her.
And this is from TV. So that entire love that came from television, and there are so many actors. I think television brings actors home, and there's a special connection that happens. You live the life of the actor as if they are part of your family. खाना खाते वक्त हम यामी को देख रहे हैं, और from there to see you on the big screen, and एक के बाद एक hits coming out. चाहे वो 10वीं हो, Thursday हो, I saw चोर निकल के भागा. My God, you are so good. Do the numbers affect you?
They matter to me, of course.
They matter?
They matter. Of course they matter. जब even Lost भी जब release हुई थी, या जब Thursday भी हुई थी, we made a group, and I was really active on that group, that I want to know the numbers, in the sense कि although of course to find the exact number is of course a challenge, because every platform has their own criteria, and there's some data which is not accessible to everyone, but एक मोटा एक number पता चलता है कि आपका एक subscriber base है वो cross हुआ कि नहीं जो target है. So in fact somebody from team Lost was like, you're the first actor to actually ask us again on the second week also कि what's happening with the film, because usually जैसे आप कह रहे हैं, I think theatrical is different, या usually OTT is different, but for me मेरा काम है perform करना, मेरा काम है अच्छी फिल्मों का हिस्सा बनना, and मेरा काम है that audience को पसंद आनी चाहिए फिल्म, और the more the better. And so far I think with all these releases it's worked, and I hope it continues.
I have to tell you, there's something about your eyes. Really, I just realized this because I was watching चोर निकल के भागा yesterday, and I realized that कुछ लोगों की आंखें नशीली होती हैं, कुछ लोगों की आंखें एकदम ऐसी they बहुत गहरी होती हैं. You can switch from romantic to being a scary kidnapper in like a second. I mean, those eyes can turn into something else. Like Yami can become a whole new person, because yesterday when I was seeing this film, Chor Nikal Ke Bhaga, and I know that in the first half, there's no spoilers. In the first half, there's this ekdam shiddat se pyar karne wali Yami, and then there's this scene, for those who have watched it, where you are stuck to a mirror and you're looking to the camera, and there's that switch that happens. My God. Well, we have seen that in Thursday also. So are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying playing grey characters, dark characters?
In my head, I don't really define them as grey or dark characters. As an actor, you just, I mean, of course, there are really fancy terms, you know, for especially when it comes to marketing and how to describe also now. तो
Yeah.
एक मोटा मोटा वो लिख देते हैं कि अच्छा ये dark, ये grey and all that. But for me, it's very important to just be on the line and understand the gist of that character and not digress from it. अगर मैं बहुत seriously उसको ले लूँ तो वो फिर over भी जा सकता है, because as you said, it's again all in the eyes and can just switch, and it can just be, it has to be just correct.
Correct, yeah.
When we also sit down and watch performances, some fantastic performances, for example, obviously it's not a comparison, but for example, Godfather.
Yeah.
वो एक ऐसी फिल्म है जो काफ़ी लोगों ने बार बार देखी है, and every time you, or pick up any good performance, every time you'll observe something new, and what is it that the actor has done? It's mostly eyes. It's all in the eyes. Even if you're not talking, but it's just the way you're listening can tell the audience. The audience can tell whether you're listening or you're just sitting. कि मेरी line आने में अभी थोड़ा time है. मैं आज dinner में क्या खाने वाली हूँ. You can, the audience can actually, the camera will catch it. So it has to be just that correct thing, and always maintain that balance. कि end में भी जो bus में एक shot है, it's not about कि revenge ले लिया मैंने. It's about redemption. It is not revenge. It's not about I did it. It's that redemption, I think, which was there at least in my head what was playing. So just to understand the character and the nuances as much as you can, and I keep writing it down.
So you do have a backstory of your characters. You create one so that it helps you, you know, understand your role better.
Yeah, I do, and I discuss it with my director, but not to an extent कि it starts, as I said, it should never digress you from the character or from what you're supposed to do, because आपने एक backstory बनाई है. That's good. That always helps you in your mind, and you can always go backwards. कि जो आपके पास script है, you can think. Of course, you get to know the circumstances, the kind of person she is. So you can then imagine कि what she might be as a kid, or what she might be as in growing up years. उसके experiences क्या होंगे, but never to a point that it you know takes you away from the character. वो फिर थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाता है. I think that's not required. You have
the balance is very important.
Balance is very important.
Yami, आपने कहा that, you know, when you started off with Wiki Donor, and you know there have been so many films in your
Kabil again, one of
Kabil
my
was
wow
films. That was so special. Were there projects that you had to say yes to also and weren't very happy about?
I wouldn't put it that way, but because you really never know. You sign a film obviously hoping that it works well, and it works well for you also, right? But in my experience, again, being a part of a project has never worked. It may work for some people, for some actors, and it does. But for me, I realized only the ones which really have me say yes from my gut, from my instinct, will work for me. And did I always get those offers? No, I didn't. I think, and also if we see the kind of films which they were there, I'm sure maybe 10 years back or right post Wiki Donor, for whatever reasons, you know, किसी फिल्म में गाने बहुत चले तो अच्छा किसी को लगता है कि अरे यार हाँ ऐसी फिल्म करनी चाहिए जिसमें गाने अच्छे होने चाहिए. अच्छा चलो जी ठीक है. अच्छा ऐसी फिल्म करनी चाहिए जिसमें एक्शन बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए. अच्छा चलो जी ठीक है. ऐसी फिल्म होनी चाहिए जिसमें now you need to work with, you know, certain actors, and I'm not saying it in a condescending way. That's a fact.
Right.
You know, if we look back at you know, certain, not of course all the films, but majority of the films. But that's what I'm saying. It's all about finding that voice back. That no, yeah, it works for somebody, and it's okay. It's good.
Right.
But if I don't have my heart in it, in the sense that I feel no, I'm capable of much more. Why can't I do that film or work with a certain director? You know, and these are the questions which, of course, you do ask yourself. Please don't ask any names.
No.
But आते हैं सवाल, बिल्कुल आते हैं. आपको लगता है अरे मतलब मैंने तो अच्छा काम किया था तो और सबको पसंद भी आया था, सबने, the film did so well, we were the underdogs. तो क्या हो गया? तो मैंने अपने लिए बहुत टाइम तक एक underrated जो एक वर्ड है, एक एसोसिएट हो गया मेरे साथ कि शी इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट अंडररेटेड एक्टर्स. उस टाइम मुझे मतलब नहीं पता था उसका. मैंने कहा अच्छा होगा कुछ अच्छा ठीक है. देन ऑब्वियसली you understand, you know, what it really means. and then you think that, yeah, what must be missing? And then, not that you can do a lot of things about it, because you have to also retain kind of yourself, the
Yeah.
core self, that how far are you willing to go, you know, to get those roles for you, or to get the you know, the right films for you. For me, not much, because I have to be patient, and I have to identify those roles or the best choices out of the options that I have,
Yeah.
according to my sensibility, and then wait, and that, which is what I did.
That is lovely, because yes, you have waited too. There have been years that you've taken a gap, or probably maybe you
There
were
was actually
busy.
no gap. I mean, I was asked this question in
Maybe you were
media.
shooting, child.
But shooting, वो भी तो काम सामने
हाँ,
ही
correct.
आएगा. And I was asked by some of your colleagues that and कि you're very choosy about, you know,
Are
your
you?
work. At that time, now what I wanted to say, no, yes, I am particular about what I want to do, but it's not out of choice. I don't have a choice, because I don't have a film. How do you say this out loud?
Correct.
It doesn't sound, when someone who is already established or does well says these things, they sound like, oh wow, that's amazing. When someone who's already not getting work, or not really out there, or getting the right films, and that person says it, it sounds completely different. And you are so young, you're vulnerable, you're new, you're still trying to understand this huge place in this industry, and you're just a dot there. And how do you make yourself established in a scenario like this? And you also want to retain the personality that you have. I'm not someone who's, again, very good at socializing and networking. Of course, these are words which have been used over and over and again, and I say this with, again, not in a way to offend anyone. If that's the way, that's the way for a lot
Correct.
of people. But there are also actors like me. There are also directors like me, my husband being one of them, so, who just want to work and don't know anything else. So can we not get work? So now I think why this time is so special, that now is the time where we can actually really, we can come on our own and be ourselves and make a damn good film, which is in the end it's all about.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. Apart from films, there's also a part of you that stays in Himachal. In fact, while you're here, also आधा ध्यान वहीं पर होता होगा, because of the beautiful place that it is. And there's plantation that is extremely close to you. Tell us something about it.
So this idea, I have to give credit to my parents for
Yeah.
this, especially my mother, who initiated this. And when we were looking for some agricultural land, we were looking for some. I'm anyway from Himachal, so we're familiar with that terrain, and we wanted to do something as a family, venture, which is of course far away from films and the job that I do. And we thought, yeah, something which we all connect with, and that's nature, that's farming. तो वो सीखना शुरू किया. अच्छा, वो अभी भी सीख ही रहे हैं कि क्या होता है नेचुरल फार्मिंग, क्या होती है. जो आजकल के कंसर्न्स है हेल्थ को लेकर, कि इतने सारे कंसर्न्स हो रहे हैं, एवरीथिंग कम्स डाउन टू, अरे आपने ये खाया होगा, अरे आपने वो, पर वो तो अच्छा हेल्दी होता है, ये तो ऑर्गेनिक वाला था, तब भी कैसे प्रॉब्लम हुआ. तो ये इतनी सारी चीज़ें, देन वी एक्चुअली गॉट डाउन कि इट्स actually time to go back to our basics and exactly what our forefathers used to do, you know. And चाहे वो आयुर्वेदा हो, या चाहे वो नेचुरल फार्मिंग हो, या चाहे जो भी आप फर्टिलाइजर्स बनाना चाहते हैं, they should not be harmful. They should be तो वो सब हम कल्टिवेट करते हैं लैंड पर ही. So we have cows there, जो देसी गाय जो बोलते हैं, वहीं से दूध, उन्हीं का घी, और वहीं से नेचुरल फर्टिलाइजर, और वो कैसे बनता है. And we're going to be growing haldi there. It's not very common in Himachal, but this is because of course वहाँ पे fruits और बाकी चीज़ें ज़्यादा आप देखते हैं, हिमाचली सेब और खुरमानिया और भी बहुत सारे fruits especially, but this is something we really wanted to do.
And you also have हल्दी का पानी,
हाँ,
right?
तो वो
उसकी क्या रेसिपी है, जरा बताइए दीदी बताइए.
तो वो जो हल्दी है, वो लैंड की हल्दी है, and we will grow it. We are growing it now at a commercial level, so now we can actually sell it and we can share this with everyone. तो उस हल्दी का बेसिकली उसमें कर्क्यूमिन लेवल होता है, दैट रियली डिफाइंस द एंटीऑक्सीडेंट प्रॉपर्टी एंड द गुड प्रॉपर्टीज जिसे बोलते हैं ऑफ हल्दी. आप उसको जितना उबालेंगे, उतना ज़्यादा उसका कलर खिलता है, बट वो curcumin level नीचे ड्रॉप हो जाता है. So the ones which you get in market, mostly, you know, that yellow color which comes, you boil it well, and that's how it comes. And so we don't boil it, we don't, और उसकी जो एक खुशबू है और जो एक natural color है, वो it's something really, it's something else. And I've shared it with a lot of friends of mine, and ऐसा नहीं कि आपको ज़रूरी है रोज़ पीना है या बहुत ज़्यादा, just very little, and they said कि it's helped us a lot to keep our immunity system going. मुझे याद है मैं हिमाचल में शूट कर रही थी, पीक ऑफ, उस टाइम पीक कोविड नहीं था, बट कोविड था, 2020 की बात है, एंड ऑफ 2020. बट दिस इज़ वन थिंग आई यूज्ड टू मेक श्योर दैट आई हैव इट एवरी डे, जस्ट लिटिल बिट. And suit yourself, आप क्या डालना चाहते हैं. And again, this is not, I'm not a doctor, please, if there's anything you should always take. And इसके ऊपर भी मुझे पता है बहुत सारी debates या opinions आ जाती है, अरे नहीं ये ठीक नहीं है, इसमें इनफैक्ट ये होता है. तो आजकल कितना कुछ है, so you can't listen.
You have to be
also
so cautious saying anything.
Absolutely, no? So please prescribe. I'm not a doctor. You can consult, you can research more, and we're also this is basis our understanding and knowledge which has come from experts. And which of course we'll talk more about it. तो जो भी हम वहाँ पे in short grow कर रहे हैं, उसमें कोई harmful कुछ fertilizers नहीं है, कोई pesticides नहीं है. जो भी क्यों डालते हैं, ताकि आपको कीड़ा ना लगे आपकी फसल को. बट अगर आप वही चीज़, अगर आप एक ऑर्गेनिक नेचुरल तरीके से लैंड पर ही खेत से ही बना सकते हैं, then why not? And तो कीड़े भी नहीं लगेंगे, and at the same time you can it does its job and it's not harmful for you. So we will talk more about it, what else are we growing, but haldi for us is the main goal.
क्या बात है, आज वैसे भी आप एकदम हल्दी लग भी रही हैं. Like that, आज का ये प्रॉपर हल्दी प्रमोशन हो चुका है.
No, but actually if you see, अगर हम जैसे पूजा भी करते हैं, पहले हमेशा जो स्नान होता है उससे पहले हल्दी लगाते हैं. So literally it's come from there.
Definitely.
And you actually see कि जो चीज़ें आप चढ़ाते हैं in its purest form was supposed to be like really pure spices or pure grains and everything. तो हर एक चीज़ का एक मतलब था, एक scientific मतलब था, मुझे लगता है, when it actually you come to think of it.
That is lovely. So many things that we've spoken about, lots of projects, and there's also, oh my God, 2 in the pipeline.
And Dhoom Dham.
And Dhoom Dham. I wish you all the best. Looking
Thank
forward to many more conversations with you. And all the very best for all your projects.
Thank you, Urmin. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Please give all your love to Yami Gautam Dhar, and stay tuned to Bollywood Hungama. My name is Urmin.
Hi guys, this is Yami Gautam Dhar, and you're watching me on Bollywood Hungama.